Hi, my name is Joey, and this is Phoenix Rising from the Ashes, my vlog about life with mental illness. And today I'm joined by my little friend Angelica. Look, I got a strawberry for you. A strawberry? Oh, oh. She's like, wait. Oh.
I can't get it with my front teeth. I'm trying to eat it. I'm trying to eat it.
Oh no, she's good. You know what? She doesn't know what to do with the strawberry, or she's going to pretend she doesn't, because she really wants.
She wants the greens.
She wants the greens.
Take the strawberry off your.
Okay, wait. All right. Thank you for clicking on my video today. I am doing a cap kind of thing. That's what I call the times when I make a separate video to introduce the video. What are you doing? What are you doing? Here. Look. And that's what I'm doing today because, again, I want to kind of put a disclaimer on this video because I don't always, I'm trying to understand maybe tell stories in a fair way. And because what I'm aiming for with this channel is an authentic account of my feelings and situations, you can't really have an authentic account of something unless you don't
account everything.
Account for all the aspects of the thing, because the fact of the matter is, like I said in the last video, there's three sides to every story. There's your side, there's their side, and then there's the truth. And I really believe that, because everything is skewed, I think that's the word, through your own personal lens, and especially if you struggle with a mental illness, your lens is severely effed up. Is that a good way of putting it?
Yes.
Yeah, effed up. And you don't always see situations for what they really are. And it's not your fault. It's not a matter of fault. It's just a matter of, to me, at this point, it's just a matter of recognizing it and trying to do better next time, because there will be a next time. Yeah, it's just people repeat behaviors. It is known.
It is true.
Yeah. And
no matter what walk of life you are in, you will repeat certain patterns.
You repeat patterns till you fix them.
Yep.
Or learn whatever you need to learn. So that is what it is, and there you go. And I was pretty nasty to my partner in a way that when I was saying it, I don't know that I expected it to have the impact that it did. I think I go for
the juggler.
That's it. Yeah, I really do. And that's not right. And here, yeah, she's getting antsy. Oh, she's stepping off my hand. Don't go tinkle. I get like really just down and out mean, and that's not good. That's not a good way to behave. I've tried really hard not to be that way with our kid, but I am still that way with you and my mom.
You are. I'm agreeing.
So, and to be perfectly frank, it'll just be a matter of time before I'm like that with her. Because she's not going to get less testy.
No, but try to get even.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. I'll tell you, having her really makes you notice things in yourself that you don't really want to know about. But we're going to know about it because we are not going to repeat it. So enjoy the video. Thanks for clicking. When the video is over, that's it. I'm not coming back. And like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Hi, my name is Joey, and this is Phoenix #RisingFromTheAshes. My vlog about life with mental illness. I think that's what I'm going to say now, except instead of anxiety and depression. Okay, decision made. Anyway, my last video, this is just kind of a continuation of that. In my last video, I was talking about a problem I was having with my partner, disagreement, and I'm still in the garage, alone. I got a fan now. That's the fan we used to have in my daughter's room. My mom recently put a ceiling fan in there, and I kind of feel bad that I stuck my kid with this horrible fan. It just basically makes noise. It's hardly blowing any air at all. Anyway. So my point is, like, we're still on the outs with each other. And honestly surprising to me. We usually bounce back from things way sooner than this. We don't often go to bed angry at each other. But I slept in the other room. So, I don't know, I guess we're fighting. But I did try to go in there, my room last night, and talk to my partner and, like, try to work this out. And it went somewhat well, but, like, ultimately we're still on the outs with each other, so it wasn't like a complete fix, I guess you should say. It wasn't completely worked out. But I'm a little more humbled by the situation in general because, see, my partner has this way of, like, turning things around when I come to her with, like, a concern or a conflicting sort of thing to say. And she turns it around in so many ways that at the end, I'm the one apologizing to her. So, like, you know, I don't know if this is just stuff that comes through my social media platforms, but, like, narcissism must be, like, a big deal. Because I see a lot of talk about that. And it should be a big deal. Like, so big a deal, like, I would call it, like, a silent killer kind of big deal. Because, man, when you are manipulated from, like, the inside out by somebody that you are meant to love and trust, it's hard to get over that. I have had that done to me. Not by Angie. Like, I don't consider Angie one of the people ultimately that's done me wrong, because otherwise she wouldn't be here. So the people in my past, I would say, you know, maybe had some sort of tendencies of narcissism, and use that against me. And I'm not like out, the reason I'm being, I guess, kind of cagey right now is I'm not out to point fingers at people or call people out in any way. I just, I consider these things my life experience, that, you know, kind of shaped me in a negative way, perhaps. And I consider other people's roles in my life in that way. I don't want to say like equal footing, because I mean, I think ultimately there were things that there were better choices that could have been made so as to not hurt people. But my point is, I hurt people too. I mean, like, literally, I am a crazy bitch when things get going. Like a hot ass fucking mess of a person. And it takes a certain kind of person to like deal with that, and deal with me, and that I can deal with them, because I also don't communicate with very many people that well. But Angie, I've always been on a level with, so I don't consider her in a negative light. That being said, when it comes down to things like being narcissistic or gaslighting one another, we didn't really have names for these things until like freaking less than 10 years ago. In my mind, in the world of my mind, you know, I didn't like hear words like gaslighting or narcissism, and you know, suddenly they popped up everywhere. And so you can, if you look at this stuff enough, you can hold on. Right. As I was saying, the whole subject of like gaslighting, even it's like not a term I knew 10 years ago. It was just coming on, like gaining popularity. But when you read this stuff enough, you can identify these things in your life. And not only can you identify them in your current comings and goings, you can also identify them in the past. At least I do. I can't help but to. And there were a lot of times in my life where I could be definitely like on the narcissistic checklist and be like, yeah, oh yeah, we do that. Oh, yeah. And cause I like, when I read these things, like the tactics that they use, like they make sense to me. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And And I'm like, why does this make sense to you? Are you some kind of asshole? I don't know. Maybe I am some kind of asshole. I've always felt like an asshole when I was being an asshole. Here's an example of a time that I felt like I was an asshole when I was being an asshole, but maybe it was just me being me. When we were in our younger years, my mom and dad and me, we had relatives in town that they held a party for all the holidays. This particular holiday was Easter. And this was a pretty big party. Like, the couple whose house it was, they had like 5 children. They all had families with children. Like, there was a lot of stuff going on. And I never, ever really liked going to these parties. Don't get me wrong, like, once I was there was aspects of it that I enjoyed, but like, for the most part, I did not look forward to it. And this Easter was no exception. And my dad was the kind of guy that I would consider maybe he probably would leave early sometimes for things like this. Or maybe not early, but like when he was ready to go, like, okay, bye everybody, we're going. And he hadn't reached that point yet, but I had. And I got into my mind, I was 3 years old. I got it into my mind that I was just going to walk out the house, And they lived in a 1-story house, but they had, I don't know, like 2 or 3 steps from the door to down to the walkway where you could walk away. And on at least one of those steps, it was like a kind of tile, I think. So my point is, it might have been maybe a little uneven or slippery, I don't know. But I was crying, very upset. And I got out of the house, walked down those steps, and then I felt bad. And I thought to myself, this is silly. You just need to calm down. And I don't know if it was that thought or like somebody calling me from in the house or maybe a little bit of both, but I got into my mind, okay, I'm just going to go back in. And because I was crying and because I was very emotional and very not looking where I was going, I fell on these steps. And like I got hurt pretty bad. Like, I guess it was like, it basically ended up that my parents had like a big Cadillac at the time, so there was at least 3 adults in the back of that Cadillac, and then 2 in front, and then me somewhere on somebody's lap driving to the hospital. Yeah, and I remember being like in the ER, I think. I guess it would have been the ER. It technically disfigured me, sir. Right there. When I landed, I had teeth here, so I landed, and like permanently put an indentation and like a little puffiness on my lip. But what happened beyond that is not really that important. What's important is I remember even that long ago, getting into my head, something had to be one way, acting on it, and then having like instant regret, you know, you try to fix it, and of course, blunder and disfigure yourself. Like, I don't know. I don't really think of it like that. I remember when I was like little, the doctor would say to my mom, maybe she could get like some plastic surgery when she's older and fix it, but I was never going to do that. I just learned to kind of hold it back, and I don't feel like it's that noticeable. But anyway, I remember even that far back, and to me, when I look at it like as an adult, especially now that I have my little mini terror person, oh my God. But now that I have her, like, I can really see these things. And to this day, I really don't know if that incident was me being, what's the word? Like bratty, for lack of a better word, or if it was more me just like kind of mentally freaking out and needing to go. And it makes me think of my kid, and I'm like, well, how many of her little, you know, freakouts are just cry outs for like help out, like too much going on out. These are things that 1000% plagued my mind. And this is the reason that I'm talking to the phone. I'm putting it on YouTube. Because I think it's very important. I think it's important to recognize patterns and triggers within ourselves and our loved ones. And I find it better to try and work through them with patience and grace, rather than like this intense need to make them fit who you think or who the world around you thinks they should be. That is why I'm with my partner. I've taken a lot of crap for that in my life. A lot of people who know us, particularly people on my side, don't think we're good for each other. And honestly, like maybe like the jury's still always going to be kind of out on that. I don't know. I'm incredibly grateful for all the positive things that she is to me. And I'm very patient to a point with the negative. And it's my choice to stand up for that bond and defend it. And sometimes I don't know, I guess that has to mean being a little bit like stand your ground too. I mean, I did apologize last night because I really was sorry, because I called her heartless. Like, and not just like, you're heartless. No, like, you are a heartless mother. And I hate you. And you need to just. Okay, not quite like that. But like, vehemently heartless. And she took that very personal. And I don't blame her. Like, that's not a nice thing to say. And it is very true. When I'm roused, I don't say nice things. I am not proud of that. I'm working on it. But I'm not perfect. And I've always kind of been that way. Like literally mean things come out. Mean things come out. And she felt like that was just going too far. I felt like walking around the house talking about poisoning the pets went too far. Like, seriously. I don't think the pets even believed it. It was kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you. You know, that's why it didn't faze anybody. It's hard. Relationships are hard. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm talked out about 15 minutes, so thank you for watching this. I was really hoping my partner would come in here and interrupt the video. But it was just my mom, and she doesn't have anything to do with this, so I guess she's still mad at me. So, okay. And my fish died. At least I got in there last night to take her out of the tank. My partner didn't even take her out of the tank. I'm like, you're a monster. I didn't say that. It's just disrespectful. I think I'm going to bury it in the yard. I don't want to put her down the toilet. It just doesn't seem right. She was a sweet little fish. Is this why Angie thinks I'm crazy? I don't know. She was just not having that whole drama over the fish thing either. She was just like, it's a fish. It's a fish. It's a fish. I'm allowed to have my feelings, so fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Anyway. Thanks for watching. I wasn't saying fuck you to you, internet. I just get so upset. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Bye.